Six Flags is screwed from a company perspective. It's barely profitable even at the best of times. They're being sued by the people supporting them. Their stock has almost reached its lowest point since 2009, with one of the most memorable crashes in history, only being $3 over the $9.50 a share in 2009. And as of making this video, it's trading at $12.50 a share. All because the company promised profits that they couldn't deliver on. You might point out that there are larger and more profitable parks like Kings Island, Cedar Point, Six Flags Great America, Canada's Wonderland, or even Six Flags Magic Mountain. But those are some of the exceptions. With a few others, the majority of this corporation is operating at a huge loss. And how do we combat this? Sell more parks. You might think it's that simple, but it's not. There aren't many amusement park operators looking to acquire a new property in this economy, especially since amusement parks and theme parks are a dying industry. I don't like saying that because I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. Even more so, an amusement park and theme park enthusiast. These places are my life. It's just that other parks are going to be sold off. Yes, that means people are going to be losing the memories of riding their first roller coaster close to home without having to travel far away to places like Universal or Disney. I don't know how they would sell some parks, but I'm going to name them, and a good majority of them don't have the most valuable of land. By that, I mean the cities that they're in are not growing exponentially like some others. So the Six Flags parks to be sold off in the future are probably going to be operated by other amusement park chains and not developers. Which ones? I mean, I don't know. Tell me what you think down below. I think Hershend is one of the chains that could be purchasing more Six Flags parks, and I think they're likely to re-require a past property of Six Flags Darien Lake, the park in the middle of nowhere, but it's outside of a super popular tourist area and a large metro as well. But look at something like Six Flags America. That place closed and it served the capital of the United States of America. The land was too valuable and it also had a bad reputation, so even if it got more investment, it would still probably go down an endless spiral. But besides Six Flags Darien Lake, what other parks do I see being sold off? I didn't believe these statistics until I checked myself, but 95% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you would like, comment, and subscribe to help me with the YouTube algorithm, that would be awesome. Also, follow me on Insta, links down below. No offense to anyone that lives here, but I'm going to offend you right now. One of the worst states in the United States, Oklahoma, with Frontier City. I'm sorry, but if you live here, it's just not the location for an amusement park. You're struggling to not be the poorest state in America while asking people to spend $70 on a season pass. Maybe small park operators will take this over in the next few years or next year. Six Flags Great Escape is also another park I see being sold off. It's not in the best of locations, far outside of any big metropolitan, but we're heading to a big metropolitan area for our next park, Six Flags St. Louis. Everyone knows that this city is a mess. Another park chain is going to be acquiring this place sooner or later. Same with another park across the state, Worlds of Fun. The land's not worth that much because Kansas City is not growing rapidly, so I think another park operator will come and get this one as well. Overall, I think this company is just finished. No one has faith in this company, not the shareholders, God, or anybody who has a sane mind. With everyone not making enough money to live on, they don't have the luxury to visit a crappy park that might just make their day worse. It might sound like I hate Six Flags, but I don't. I'm just annoyed with everything the company has been doing recently. Another thing they keep doing, and they have been, is building more rides. Yes, I love a new thrill coaster as much as the next guy, but we're already $2 billion in debt. Can we really afford to build another $30 million roller coaster and 2 to 3 other rides around 10 to 20 million? I don't think we have the capability of that, while maintaining rides that are currently operating at parks. Like think, at Kings Island, Beast needs a retrack every single season. Really, I think the entire ride needs to be retracked. Just rebuild the entire thing at this rate. California's Great America is also closing soon, and that's a pretty good market up there. Yes, there is an Six Flags Discovery Kingdom an hour away from California's Great America, but they're still serving different areas. Because what if you're an hour north of Discovery Kingdom? That means you would have to drive 2 hours just to visit California's Great America. Like, that's not going to happen. Now, if you're an hour south of California's Great America, then you would have to visit 2 hours for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I also don't think that would happen on a regular basis. Maybe you would visit once a year, but nothing more than that, and that just wouldn't be as profitable as getting people to come to the park either 2, 3, 4, even 5 times. Yes, you might get a season pass that pays itself off in less than 2 visits, but there's that chance, you'll be buying food at the park, you'll be buying park merchandise, drinks, anything like that. And if you think, oh, well, I already bought a drink pass. Yes, you already gave them money for the drinks or food that you are eating every visit. Their lease is going to expire soon, but it's just sad to see this place close. I do really love the park. It was one of the first, actual real coaster trips that I went on because I was in Northern California and I was like, hey, there's Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in California's Great America, only 2 hours away from where I was. So I asked if we could go there, and hey, I did. And honestly, it was one of the best coaster trips that I've been on. Even though it was only one day, I did 2 parks, half a day each. You might think that amusement parks are only failing because not as many people go out just to spend money on a random day at a park. But it's also another part that's on the inside being for the company. The insane costs of steel and lumber. The 2 main things that they build attractions with. And they also have to keep these rides running great. Like I said earlier, the Beast needs a retrack, and we saw with the Incredible Hulk, it got an entire retrack after 20 years? Yes, that ride does operate 365 days a year, but that is still insane. That's like another, $20 million new roller coaster, but you just retrack the entire thing. So these things are expensive to maintain. No matter how you look at it, you probably will be paying for the coaster twice in its lifetime. And while you might save a little money making a wooden coaster at first, think of the ride's upkeep over a 10-year versus a steel coaster. Yeah, probably more expensive after such a short period of time. Not to mention, they don't know how much wood might cost in 5 years, or steel for that matter. So it'll keep getting more expensive till they just scrap that old woody in the back of the park because no one's riding it anymore, and they can't afford to keep it running. And that also leads to the issue of we do not have any more wooden coasters, really just in general. There's 120 operating wooden coasters in the world, and Kings Island has 3 of them, and then really just every Six Flags park has 1 or 2 pretty much. So that's already 50 wooden coasters just between those properties. And with Six Flags America closing, we've lost a wooden coaster or 2. I don't remember how many were at the park, but it's just sad to see them go. And I'm someone who is a huge fan of wooden coasters. Voyage is my number 2 overall right now. It is such an amazing ride. My home park's Kings Island, so, thankfully I'm in the baby crib under the CEO's desk, getting all the good stuff, but Six Flags is still hurting badly. And it's also hurting my home park without touching it directly. Well, that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts about this? Do you agree with my takes on Six Flags? Comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.